Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Laura, your plus size fitness and health motivator. I am coming to you guys with day 1 of the LIIFT4 program. As you can see, I'm a sweaty mess. I just finished my first workout, which is the chest and tries lift workout. And I would say it works. What do you guys think? Is this any indication that it works? I decided that for some of you people who are like maybe the beginner group who are trying this program, or the more full-figured babes who've got a little bit of extra weight on you and making these moves just a little bit harder, I wanted to show you guys the modifications kind of in real time. So as I did the workout, I paused and did some of the modifications for you so that you can see how to get the most out of this workout. Just because you can't do the moves the way they do the moves doesn't mean that you can't get an awesome sweat on. So let's just go on and have a look at what some of the moves are, and yeah, you can get started. The importance of modifications is knowing how to give your body a break when you get too tired, or if you're just starting a workout program and you've never done it before, you might actually not be able to do some of the moves that the trainer's doing or that the people on the TV are doing. And the fact is that's okay. Honestly, the most important thing is that you keep going. And the most important thing is that you're just working out for 30 minutes consistently, and you're just kind of working the muscle groups so that over time you get strong enough to be able to do the moves properly. You get to be able strong enough to, do the moves full out like everyone else is doing. And, you're just building yourself up. So modifications aren't meant to be seen as this weakness or something bad. What the power of modifications is actually in just sort of being able to get you to the point where you can do the workout the way that you want to. So the beginning of this program is the lifting section where you're doing weights. Today in chest and tries, mostly we're on our back lifting weights. So, it's a pretty stable position, and really the only way to modify this is to lower your weights. So, he's suggesting that he's using like 30-pound weights, but the fact is Joel Freeman is friggin' ripped. He is in shape. I am not in shape. I'm not going to lie, I used 15 weights as my mediums and 10s as my lights, and the 15s were really heavy for me. So I would recommend that you make sure you're using weights that are the right size for you. If you can't do them, or if you get really tired, lower your weights. Just make sure that you're doing it. You're not hurting yourself. You're not straining your body, and you're keeping proper form. And that's really the only way to modify, is to sort of adjust the weights. If you can't do it really heavy, just lower them. He talks about, being really tired on the 8th rep or whatever, but sometimes that's when you strain yourself and you can hurt yourself, and that's not what we want, because you want to be able to get up and work out again tomorrow. So make sure you're using weights that are manageable for you, and that's really the only way to modify the lifting section. So the first exercise that we are going to modify, or what I'm going to show modification for, was the tricep push-ups. As you can see, this one was kind of difficult for me, and really the best way to do this is just get on your knees. Get on your knees and just go as low as you can, and just try and keep your elbows in as much as possible and keep proper form as much as possible. But don't worry if you can't get to the ground. Don't worry if it's difficult or you have to stop. Just keep going and keep as good as form as possible during your workout. As we go into the HIIT section, this is sort of the more cardio-based section, so some of these moves are going to be a little bit difficult and hard for some people to do. I try to keep my workouts low impact, because the fact is I'm carrying some extra weight, and it's really hard on my ankles and joints to jump around as much. So one of the options that they have is just slowing down and stepping through the move. So the first move was the soccer ball kick, and they're just really slowing it down. As you can see, I'm trying to sort of add a little hop into it, and it can be kind of difficult in order to get proper form. So you just, you do what you can. And so you slow it down, and, you don't jump from foot to foot. You make sure one foot's always stable on the ground. But, you can kind of speed it up as you want to, or as you feel comfortable. And that's probably the best way to modify this exercise. The next exercise is mountain climbers, and I'm not gonna lie, I've always had trouble with mountain climbers. I hate them. Part of my problem is that my stomach gets in the way, and so I can't keep my butt as low as possible because it just feels like I'm not really doing anything. But actually, looking at this video, I've got better form than I thought I did. So the best way to modify this exercise is just really to step it out. When I used to do mountain climbers, one of the things I did is I rested my foot on the ground, so I didn't sort of like run like they're running, but I rested it on the ground, and I find that helps a little bit. This catcher move is basically like a burpee that you're just not jumping up all the way. So it's the exact same way that you would do burpee, where you would put your hands down and step back. That's how you would modify it here. Some people, they might not even be able to do that. And so, you do a squat, or you go down on your knees and come back up. You really just find a way to get through the move as much as possible, or any way that you can possible. So next we have the ab workouts. This one is going to be a little bit difficult for some people, and especially those of you that have like a bigger stomach. Like sometimes I find that my stomach kind of gets in the way, and that's just like a fact of my body type. And so really what you do is you just sort of go up as high as you can. One of the modifications they have is bending your knees, and I found that helped a little bit, but really I think that what you can do is you just sort of like pulse up as high as you can, and it's difficult, and if you can't sort of pulse up, you just sort of stretch your arm over as much as possible. And you're still getting a great workout in your abs. You're still keeping your heart rate up like crazy. Like I got so tired doing those. But really, you can find a modification for this very easily. So this next one, where you're rolling your legs side to side, it shouldn't be that big of a problem for most people. If you find it difficult bringing your legs back up, just don't go as far down. Just really challenge yourself and find out what that boundary is for you. And once you find it, just keep pushing it. And if you have a difficulty bringing it back up, then, just don't go as far next time. I found it helped a little bit when I crossed my ankles to help keep my legs together. Otherwise, they kind of like splayed apart, or I tried to like pulse one leg up if I needed to help get back up. But really, like, these ones weren't too bad. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more of these. Every single day that I work out, I'm going to be posting more modifications, so you can just turn on that notification signal if you want to see them in your inbox. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow for another great workout.